and welcome back to the Rebirth Summit 2025, Stories of Unyielding Courage. I'm Katherine Sea of Today Life Coaching because today matters and you matter. I'm a former CPA who spent years coloring inside corporate lines until I picked up a bigger brush. And so these days, I help purpose-driven people trade burnout for boldness. And I designed a free gift for you because you need to live a life that you love, that fits your spirit. And if you want this free gift, well, it's right there. It's called Rebirth from Burnout. Just scan it and you can enjoy that free gift. Well, I am honored to be selected as an interviewer for this international summit. We've got over 100 inspiring stories of transformation and rebirth. So, of course, it's my joy and delight to host this Rebirth Summit conversation with our inspiring and beautiful guest, Charlotte Walker, who is a dynamic wife, mother of six, entrepreneur, gospel artist, actress, and faith-based life coach. She has a deep understanding of balancing family, business, and ministry, and she empowers women through one-on-one coaching, group sessions, and she has a signature 30-day reset challenge. She's also a neo-soul gospel singer and a stage actress. So Charlotte brings both passion and authenticity to every performance. Life is a stage. Her personal journey includes supporting her sweet husband, Fred, through three major strokes. And it fuels her mission, which is to remind women, you can overcome, reclaim your purpose, and rise again. Well, obviously, Charlotte has turned her life experiences into a powerful mission to help others. Her story of rebirth will surely move you, inspire you, and empower you. So buckle up. We're going to dive deep. It's rebirth time. Welcome, Charlotte. It's so good to have you join us. How are you today?
I am good, Catherine. I'm good. Jittery, but happy. I'm good, though. I'm glad to be here. I'm very honored to be here. Very
Well,
honored.
you have such amazing story, and I'm so glad that you feel the honor as I feel the honor because I actually get to spotlight God's glory in your rebirth story. How about that? Okay.
It's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I am so curious to know about you, and let's start at the beginning. Like, I want to know what was your life like, Charlotte, before your transformation? Obviously, you were going through things that were emotionally, mentally, spiritually there, and I want to know, would you take us back there?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. So it's like in 2021, I was 300 pounds back then. And my husband, he had his second stroke. It was like the year after COVID. So he was taking the kids to school. It was just a regular day, take the kids to school and all this kind of stuff. And all of a sudden he came back home and he was unbalanced. He just didn't look right. And I said, honey, you need to go to the hospital. So he went to the hospital and then he got checked. They said, oh, you had a stroke. And then I think and then after that, he had another stroke. He had one in March and he had one in May. The first one, he was in a wheelchair. Second one, he wasn't in a wheelchair. And that's in the same year, 2021. The first one was back in 2011. My daughter, she is 14 now. I was pregnant with her. So, yeah, I was sad. I was like, okay, I'm a faith walker, Lord. I know you got to go through trials and tribulations. I understand all that. But in this moment, I was like, it was hard. Then my mom got 2017 was diagnosed with congestive. Oh, I'm sorry. She has congestive heart failure, and now she's legally blind as well. So all those things compiling at one time, being a mother of six, trying to carry the load. Imagine my husband, he can't work because of stroke. Now we losing finances because where they're going to come from. So that means I have to buckle up and I have to do what I need to do. I had to get additional jobs. That's why I had to do coaching and writing books and doing other things to try to supplement income to help my husband because he's the caregiver. I mean, not caregiver, I'm sorry, the provider. By him being a provider, it just put a little damper in everything we did. And plus, on top of that, I just was in the studio recording my first single. And all this stuff just started compiling my mental capacity. I'm like, Jesus, okay, I know, but I was crying at times. I was just like up and down, emotional roller coaster. And then emotional eater, so I would eat like, and it would nothing would numb the pain, and it would not, and it just kept going, and it just kept going. 2021, okay, that's fine. 2022, it still was like it was just still hard for me. So how I found my my outline was with writing books. I have dozens of books on Amazon, journal books on Amazon. Coaching. My coaching became to be birthed out, unlocking the door with Coach Charlotte, because I was in a place of hurtfulness and despair, and depression came along because depression is real. It was like a cloud of heaviness. You can't shake that stuff off.
Oh my
So my
goodness.
writing became my outlet.
Mhm,
My
mhm.
singing became my outlet. My faith walk with God became my outlet. So I had to go. I had to push myself out of that place. Like get out that. It's like I was in mud. I was in mud that's stuck and I couldn't get out. And I said, girl, you got to get out. And I had to push my strength in prayer with God. And He helped me get up out of that. And so it's just been a journey up and down, up and down. My mom's, I had to be her caregiver as well, still along the way. It was tiring. I was being drained trying to do this, my faith, my kids. Mom, I need you to do this. It was just so much, the ministry. It was so much. But then 2020, the next year after 2022 up until now, I started getting my momentum. My surgery was in 2021. My weight started coming off. It started going off. I started feeling good. The weight started falling off for me. I felt like, oh my goodness, girl, you doing this. And I became resilient. I did not, Miss Catherine, I did not let nothing stop me. I said, you know what? You got more in you than what you think you got. So it's time for you to dig a little deeper. It's time for you to find out the core of who you are. And when I found out who I was, I didn't care what came. It was like, you got to be unstoppable. You got this, Charlotte. Your faith, your husband, he's alive. He's still with you. You got your children. You got your mom and your
Mhm,
faith
mhm.
with God, you surely, and I just start finding other outlets. I like to act, so I just finding other things to just get me out of that place to inspire other moms, other people to be like, you can do it too. It was not easy. No, ma'am, it was not easy. Didn't have no. Sometimes you think you have people in your corner. Mm-mm-mm. Sometimes you don't, and then you have to
Mm.
now. You have to find out who you really are. And my faith is in God, so I had to find out who He really was.
Well,
And so it took me to that because I have to put my personality in everything because this is me. I was once timid. I was a timid person, very timid, would not speak, would not voice myself. But after going through all that, man, I'm like, I'm here. I'm here and I'm going to share my story and I'm going to be bold about it because I'm here for a purpose. And maybe someone needs that inspiration when they feeling like they cannot make it. Okay.
wow, Charlotte, what a great journey. You've just taken us on a speed ride through your transformation. I was going to go one by one, but thank you for that beautiful bullet train ride. Now, could we just like maybe focus on a couple of things so that for that person out there who's wondering, all right, her plates, well, she didn't just have one big platter, she was juggling multiple platters. Was there a turning point for you when you realized, you know what? Something's got to change. I can't continue juggling these. What was that? If somebody's just wondering, what was that?
Yep. So I'm gonna tell you, Catherine, I'm glad you asked. So I had a dream. So in my dream, I was 300 pounds walking up a hill. This what really set everything off. And I was walking up the hill and I saw my new self. I was like real small. And I was trying to get up the hill. I'm like, come on, come on. And my new self's like, come on, Charlotte, you got to come up here. You got to see all this. And lo and behold, that dream was me that I'm in now to the place I did not see that set it off in 2022. That really set it off. And then I began to embrace me. And it became like that 300 pounds I once was heavy weighted. Now I'm 180 pounds. It that all that just left off of me. And I began to be like a butterfly. I began to be free. Like it was amazing. And
Mhm.
I hope that summed it up because I was weighted down with weight. I was
Yeah.
weighted down with pressures. I was weighted down with depression. I was weighted even suicide. Okay, come on. I was with all that.
Oh my
But
goodness,
then
I
my
can see that way.
you get what I'm saying? So
I
my
do.
new version of me, my new version of me say, girl, you got to come up here and see your new self. And when I
Okay.
got up to the top of that place, I was like, oh my gosh. And when I actually made it, see, I made it 2025 from 2022. I'm that person that was in that dream from 2022 to now, telling
Mhm.
myself, you are going to make it. You're not going to die in this. You're
No.
not going to go through depression and just feel like you're going to be weighted down. It was something. It was the new version of me. I could say the Holy Spirit. I could just that told me you are going to be a better version. And I fought for that, Catherine. When I tell you I fought for that, everyone, I fought for that. I did not accept nothing. Failure did not matter. I say, no, I got to find out who I am.
Well, Charlotte, I love that picture that you gave us. You had this vision, it came from God, and this vision took you that chubby old grub into a chrysalis because you knew that you were going
Yes.
to be that butterfly, right? Can you tell
Yes.
because somebody is wondering, oh, being in that chrysalis, you have to dissolve who you used to be and to become that butterfly. There must have been discomfort, breakthroughs,
Yes.
healing,
Yeah.
decisions that you had to make. Could you help us understand what that internal process was like for you to shed all that to emerge as your butterfly?
So I had to deal with me.
Yeah.
I had to deal with some childhood things that I thought I dealt with as I became an adult. So now I had to dig deep within myself while I was going into that to find out my full purpose, while all this stuff. And I had to find out, well, why am then I start finding out, Charlotte, you got to get rid of this. You got to get rid of this bitterness. You got to get rid of this insecurity. You got to get rid of all this. It's time for you to let all this stuff go. And I had in that place, the Christmas place you said, that's when the pruning, my prayer time with God, my prayer time, my devotional time, my faith walk, and by me staying isolated and letting the Lord deal with me, I begin to find out, oh my gosh, this was amazing because I began to heal and get delivered from my own self, my own flaws, my own imperfections. So I could be able to be there for my husband and my kids and stop saying, why is this happening? But and be appreciative it's happening to me because I'm chosen.
Mhm, mhm.
So I had to find out my who I was in that place. So that's who I found out who I was in that place. I hope that summed it up, Catherine.
Oh my goodness, you just emerged. I am so glad you found out who you were because there are people wondering, hey, Charlotte, how can you help me? Because you're obviously using this powerful story to help others. What are you doing now?
So now So now I am in the studio. So I just released two singles, one in June, one in May called Stay. And it's another one it's going to be released in July called Over Me. It's talking about the presence of the Lord all over me. And currently now I am working on some projects to do with my coaching business. I also work with moms too. It's my business called Moms Don't Quit. So working on doing workshops with them once a month, empowerment workshops to help them out get jobs or just help them like you gotta reset, you gotta get a break. Sometimes I'm teach them how to take a break, just breathe. You're doing too much. I know that. It's okay. You're gonna be all right. So that's what I'm working on.
Hey, you're daughter of the King. Jesus showed you how in his 3 years of public ministry, he accomplished so much, and his spirit is in
Right.
you. So, wow, this is just incredible speed. But you've shown us that when you surrender everything to God, He's been able to help you shed all those things you're not meant to carry. This is
Right.
beautiful. May I ask you a question? Because there's a
Yes.
listener out there who's probably still stuck, feeling defeated, in pain. Maybe she's like your younger self. What's one
Mm.
thing you could tell her? Something empowering to help her get free.
Forgive yourself.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yourself.
You got to. Because if you don't forgive yourself, you're not going to be able to walk into your purpose. I had to go back and forgive me. All that stuff was occurring to me because I had this stuff still rooted in me. I didn't know. So when I
Mm.
began to forgive myself and embrace who the daughter that I am, a king, he's my father, I began to find out who I was. So forgiving yourself is the best thing you can do, and you will find out life is worth living. It is worth living beyond measures. So, yes, ma'am.
That is so beautiful because since God forgave us, why wouldn't we want to forgive ourselves? Right?
Yeah,
So thank you
yeah,
for that
true.
beautiful, beautiful gold nugget. Oh, Charlotte, you don't realize this, but your words will bless more people than you know. You have an incredible story. So I want to thank you for sharing your beautiful heart and your beautiful story because you've got
Thank
this
you.
reset program. Well, know that this journey that you've taken us on, it's a reset for hope for us.
Yes, it is.
It
Oh man,
is.
it really is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whew. You're welcome. Okay.
Okay. Well, this has been another incredible conversation on the Rebirth Summit 2025, Stories of Unyielding Courage. And I'm Katherine Sason. It's been an honor, a delight, and a privilege to host this interview with the beautiful, amazing Charlotte Walker as part of this global movement for healing and transformation. And if you're ever feeling like you're burnt out, don't forget that free gift because you might be on the verge of your own rebirth. Stay tuned for more interviews from courageous speakers all around the world. Until next time, this is Rebirth TV, signing off.